Now a chance for Dalton Varsho. And that's
Ball
downstairs. And we're underway here in the home opener. In there at the knees. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Good eye right there. That one missed. That's a strikeout. Woody Keller says he won a round. Anthony Santander at the plate. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Darvish, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-1. Back there. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? And it gives him the lead in the first. It's 1-0. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. And a weak ground ball to the left side. Throw over to Cronenworth, and Bichette is retired. And that is that. Bottom of the first, Luis Arraez stands in.
The designated hitter, Luis Arraez.
That's through there for a strike. And foul ball. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. So with one down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. And that is out of play.
Boog, Tatis is so athletic, he probably could have carved out a career in other sports if he wanted, but he grew up in a baseball family with baseball in his blood.
And it's 1-1. There's a swing and a drive. That's going back. Back some more. Get out of town. He sends it out of here. And this game is tied. It's 1-1. And there's a foul ball. And ball one. Next offering upstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it drops in. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
On the corner for a strike. Merrill leads off first with 1 away. And that's in the dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself in the scoring position.
Next offering is downstairs.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring.
Bichette to Jimenez. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. Back here in San Diego, all set for the start of the inning. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. And that misses. And that is ball one.
No strikes.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still fires to first. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. And next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. And that's in there for strike one. One out, base is empty.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
On the ground, Iglesias sends it to first.
That's an out.
2 up, 2 down. Addison Barger now at the plate. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
0-2 now. And that skips in the dirt. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Back here at Petco Park in beautiful San Diego. This place hosted postseason baseball last year, Siggy. The Padre fans hope they'll experience more of the same this year.
Great energy in this ballpark, and a successful Padres team is really good for baseball. They're giving the Dodgers everything they can handle in the NL West. Plus, Petco Park has turned into one of the best postseason experiences in the league.
And 1-2. A lot of good from the Padres a year ago, but the story for them was coming up short in the postseason against the Dodgers. San Diego was 1 win away from hosting the... This one's fair down the line and left, and it's going to be extra bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really turned on that one down the line, and that's a spot where there's pretty much never going to be a defender, even with the shift on.
Ball, no. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's to third. Clement fires across the diamond. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second. And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. Fouled off. He was late. Bogaerts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter. Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. O'Neill flies around third. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single. It's 2-1.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Iglesias, the runner at first with 2 gone. Up the middle. Oh, great grab on the dive. And he beats it. He's safe. So the San Diego batting order turns over. Luis Arraez, the next up for the Padres. Hit in the air, left field. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Darvish back to work. And that one handled. Tosses to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. That's in there. Strike 1.
Well, here's an interesting stat on Darvish. He has more than 100 wins in his big league career. The only Japanese-born pitcher with more wins is Hideo Nomo, my former teammate.
He's got it, and there's 2 away. So the batting order turns over, and now it's Dalton Varsho. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. Varsho in his 5th season, 28 years old. And he was a second-round pick back in 2017. 2 outs, base is empty. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Swings through that.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Darvish delivers. That one 95 to finish. Bottom of the inning. Stepping in for San Diego, Fernando Tatis Jr. Max Scherzer goes to work.
Junior.
And ball 1 to the right fielder.
With Tatis at the plate, we're looking at a player that is never going to be considered boring. He's an electric player that manages to make plays most players wouldn't consider trying. And he plays the game his own way. It's a big reason why he's considered such a fan favorite.
Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Merrill at the plate for the 2nd time as he takes ball 1. And that drops in for a strike. Tatis leads off second with nobody out. And that one missing low. Just missed.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. And the hitters count.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Machado, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1. Swings through that one.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
2 strikes.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Here comes Tatis around third. 1 run is in. Merrill around third. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. 112 miles per hour. The ball seemed to explode off the bat right there. He put everything together on that swing. So that's one of those knocks that feels a little extra sweet. You know, these Padres doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
Hammer, base hit. Here comes Machado around third. He will score. It's an RBI single. It's 5-1.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Cronenworth stands in now and watches strike 1. Ground ball right side, could be 2. 1 at second to Guerrero, and they turn 2.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
Bogarts now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. And that one fouled off. 2 gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Ball 1 to Bogarts. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Springer squeezes it, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the number 2 hitter, Anthony Santander. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
No balls. 1 strike.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back there. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? And they cut into the deficit. It's 5-2. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Merrill settles under this one, and it's caught for the out. Bo Bichette up to the dish. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it. You know, the first manager to ever win a game here at Petco Park was Tony Gwynn. Yes, Tony Gwynn. They had a college baseball tournament here in March 2004, and Tony managed San Diego State to a win.
Looked to shorten his swing that time, and it pays off. So a man aboard now with one away.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Man at first, one away. And that's in for a strike. And to count 1-2. And the slider just misses.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well.
Bichette goes. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
The batter, the third baseman, Ernie.
Here's the third baseman,
Clement.
Ernie Clement. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Foul ball there. At the belt and fires. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. A strikeout for you. Ready to go. Bottom 4. So digging in now for San Diego, Jose Iglesias. First pitch swinging.
No ball, 1 strike.
That missed inside, and that's ball 1. That one missed. Oh, man, that smoked him on the mound. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the right-hander status.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
That's in there, and the count 1-1. Runner at first with no outs here. That misses, and it's 2-1. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And George makes the grab. Back to the top of the lineup. Up now the Padre leadoff man, Luis Arraez. On the corner for a strike. 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Iglesias, the base runner at first with 1 out. And that's in the dirt. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Springer there makes the catch. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. He's already homered in this game. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can't forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 7-2. Next to hit, Jackson Merrill. Lined, and that's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Now Machado up here. There's a strike. And now it's even up. That clips the corner.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Ball.
And downstairs.
2 balls.
Two runs
strikes.
across in the inning. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Ground ball left side. Boots it. Still able to fire over. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard. Here's Tyler O'Neill.
Now pitching for
Eric
Toronto.
Swanson gets handed the rock out of the
Number
pen.
50.
Well, they need someone to stop the
Eric
bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second.
1-2.
In the dirt. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Addison Barger. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Alejandro Kirk. Nice grab. Throw to the pitcher. And very nicely done for the out. And the batter is George Springer. Flied to right his first time. He swings and fouls one off. On the corner at the knees for a strike.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter.
Merrill snags it. Runner tagging from third. Now he pumps the brakes and returns to third. So the lineup flips over. So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. And first offering is fouled off. That clips the corner.
0-2.
Pitch misses.
1-2.
And the count 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. And a 1-2. Fastball is outside. 2 outs and a runner at third. And we're at the top of the 5th. Strike 3, struck him out for the 3rd time. Back here at Petco Park, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. And a foul ball.
You know, these Padres, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Varsho hauls it in for the out. And there's one away. And here is Xander Bogaerts. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
The 0-2. Oh, what a stop. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Digging in, Jose Iglesias. First pitch misses. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. That catches the zone for a strike, and now it's even 1-1. On the ground to third. Fires over to Guerrero. That is the inning. Back here in San Diego, all set for the top of the 6th. And now the DH, Anthony Santander. Fought off foul.
Well, these Blue Jays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group. And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Oh, 0-2 now. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and
this one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? He'll circle the bases. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 7-4. Next to hit, Bo Bichette. That's a laser base hit.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive.
Here's Andres Gimenez bunting for a hit to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Now batting the third baseman.
And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow right field. Iglesias pulls it down. One away.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Taylor Ward. Runners at first and second, form with 1 down.
Taylor Ward.
Tied him up inside with that one.
0-1.
With the tying run at the plate, and we're the top half of the 6th. And there's the strike. Swing and a miss. So on the wild pitch, 2 guys advance.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Kirk stands in now, looks at that one inside.
1-0.
Bichette, the runner at third. Jimenez on at second with 2 down. Cronenworth steps on the bag. They limit the damage. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's Elias Diaz. Swing and a ground ball. Oh, great stop. Throw to first. In the dirt. Great pick. Got him. What a play. So digging in, Luis Arias. That's inside. And that's ball 1. Swanson, a 6'3" righty, 31 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2014.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. He's there. He's got it. And there are 2 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know.
They go with the intentional walk, so he's on first with 2 out. Man at first, and now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
Now
out of the bullpen for the Jays, Brendan Little.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Swings and misses. And 1-1.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate.
Tatis runs. Ball misses. Throw to second. Out there. Here's George Springer to start it off. Peralta back to work. Tatis really on his horse for it. Makes the grab, one down. Dalton Varsho digs in now. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Yeah, that's fouled off. Strike 2.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Handled by Machado. Slings to first in time. 2 down, bases empty. Now it's the DH, Anthony Santander. And first offering is fouled off. Just missed.
That's the ball.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And he'll be safe at first.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle.
Machado.
New pitcher now for the Jays, Chad Green.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Machado in the box now. No balls and a strike. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Merrill coming home. He'll score.
Well done. Drives in the run. Got a good pitch to drive. Stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front. And he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap. And that's pretty much a double every time.
Hard hit left side. Bichette whips it to first. And 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. Now this is in the air down the line. Ward sizing it up. And there's 2 down. The throw into second. Now here's Xander Bogaerts now. 0 for 3 in this one. And that clips the inside corner. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the inch.
Ah, that's strike 3. And we're back. We go to the 8th. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. That one back there, and it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. 0-2 now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 0-2.
Ball.
Swings and misses. That K is his 3rd of the game. Bo Bichette will hit next. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm. Set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
1 down, base is empty. Iglesias on to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. back here at Petco Park. Here's the second baseman, Jose Iglesias.
Now pitching for
Out of the
Toronto,
bullpen for the Jays, Nick
number
Sandlin.
52, Nick Sandlin.
That one's in there. Strike one.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
And that's
Ball one.
off the inside edge.
1-2.
Ball one. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Safe. And that's his third hit. And now it's Elias Diaz. Ouch, that one drilled him. Safe at first, and now we'll check on the right-hander. Hope he's all right. First and second, no outs. Next is the designated hitter, Luis Arias. In the air, left field. Ward puts it away for the out, and there's one down. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Strike one.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Inside, just missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Ground ball right side. They get one. Tag out at second. It's a double. Back here in San Diego, all set to start the ninth in this one. Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement. And first offering is fouled off. And a foul ball. And there's one down. He's 2 outs away. Taylor Ward next up for the Blue Jays. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
That one ripped. Way back there. And it hits the fence. Now he turns and heads for second. Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes.
Just missed out on a home run right there. But he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall. But still an excellent swing of the bat.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. Will Wagner. Runner on first with one down for him. And that one is downstairs. Ball one. Suarez in his 4th year. He features a 4-seam fastball,
Inside,
a
ball
sinker, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. That one pushed to the left and foul. Ward at first, one gone. That one fouled off, 2-2. Machado hauls it in, 2 away. So it's their last chance in this one. Here's George Springer, 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. So now pitch hitter for the Blue Jays, Nathan Lucas. A runner on first with 2 gone for him. And that is out of play. The Padres leading by 4 here at the top of the 9th. And ball one.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
The Blue Jays down to their final strike. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Double.
And misses inside. Bogaerts fields it cleanly. On to first. Ball game. Darvish with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good.